Right, I'm back in the pub. Back in the pub doing a second review in the pub, the UFO in Prague. Come and dig it out. I'm going to listen to Sideshow, Fun Toy. From Africa originally, apparently. I did look it up, but now living in Los Angeles, and it's just a brilliant album. A really, really enjoyable piece of music from start to end. It's mellow, it's laid back, but there's some killer grooves on this, and it is well worth your time. Enjoy. It's a 9 out of 10. Track 1, Sang and Or with Jules. Spoke a little intro about how lucky kids are today. From, I don't know who he is, but he's an inspirational character and a funny character, followed by some French rapping, so you think we might have a French album here, but only for the first 30 seconds or so, and then we meet Sideshow, and he's got a laid back flow, but full of energy at the same time. I'm a big fan. This is a sample Dre would be absolutely proud of. If it is a sample, you know, you can sort of imagine them playing it live as well, because there is some live playing on it. Cracker of an opener, 9 out of 10. 17 tracks, but they come quick as well. So track 2 is about a minute long, and it's just a lovely laid back groove with some rambling going on. It's an interlude though, 7 out of 10. Track 3, RIP or RRP Stone. A short track again, but this packs a lot more punch. That sample is worth 4 minutes of ear time at any point. That's just a classic hip hop beat, straight out of wonderful land. It really is. Bob your head to that kid. 9 out of 10. Might be a 10. 9. Track 4, RIPTY, RICOO or something like that. All about the bass spins, this one. You know, it really does get your chest probably. I can't really hear people are chatting, but you know, the flow is just non-stop. It's Kendrick-esque, but more laid back, you know, even at his most laid back. We've got a major talent here, 9 out of 10. And track 5, RENEE, Mayday. Messy old drum beat that. It's just sort of just about in time. It's so laid back, it's falling off the edge. It's like somebody put a drumstick on a drum and he's just doing that. But somehow it's making some kind of sense when it comes to drum beat. Just really interesting all the way through. The album is grooving along nicely. That one's an 8 out of 10. It's being turned up as well. Track 6, Lex in brackets Every. Always super interesting, but actually a track that goes over my head a little bit. I do like the little 80s guitar that's going on in the background, but it's a 7 out of 10. Track 7, it's a funny looking S. It's not an S, but it looks a bit like an S. Tell me what that is. 417. More sort of spooky word bits over a very minimal B. Experimental, but very cool. And when it kicks in, you know, it is different. It's like hip-hop is the most groundbreaking of the genres in my opinion, and this is one of the most groundbreaking of those albums. It's just amazing. Loving the boundary pushing, 8 out of 10. Track 8, F.U.N, probably my favourite sample at the beginning where, you know, I'm not scared. I'm not scared when they obviously are terrified. Feels like could be a hit to me, although it's not one of my super favourites, I'll be honest. Maybe one for the ladies. Very smooth. I'd go for the Vince Staples F.U.N version over this, but it's still a cracker, 7 out of 10. Track 9, Bad Friends. Packs a decent amount in for, again, less than a minute, but it packs an awful lot in. But the songs are too short for me to be able to catch up my thoughts, really. It's so good, 8 out of 10. Track 10, Sell Me Sickness. It's a long track, it's 2 minutes 20 seconds, blimey. And it's a good one, it's a really good one. It's sort of as straightforward as this album gets, really, because I've noticed it's a slightly longer track. It's just a straightforward hip-hop banger. You know, killer sample again, great beat. Cracker, 9 out of 10. Track 11, Pray for Thunder. Very tiny temper. Let's play that, actually, I haven't heard that for ages. Excuse the motorbike. Yeah, that's a good thing, tiny temper. I really like that. That's a synthesizer that's not used enough after that big hit. You know, you would have thought it was everywhere. But anyway, it's just wonderful. It's cool, it's hard, but it's cool. It's just a 10 out of 10 for me. I think this is a 10 out of 10. I want to shut up and listen to it. Track 12, Sell Me Jesus. Our preaching friend is back. It's sort of like a dark, handsome boy modelling school. You know, they haven't got that sense of humour there really, but whoever they're speaking to sounds like a smart man, 7 out of 10. Track 13, Holy Ghost, the trap button's out on this one. I really want that trap button. I'll be good at the trap button. It's great, epic sounds, bassy sounds. There's an ambition that's palatable within this young gentleman. You know, it's good music. Well good. 8 out of 10. Track 14, LL Cool J, spelled differently, with El Cousteau. You can feel that West Coast influence now, can't you? You can feel that LA, that Snoop Dogg, that, you know, real live drum kit, I think. If that is a real live drum kit, or even if it's programmed or played, whatever, that is a fantastically odd drum beat. JPEG Mafia-esque. You know, it's really strong. I want a big steak on the barbecue and I'm vegetarian. What a lovely groove that is. 9 out of 10 and another close to being a 10er. By Jingos, it's good, this album. Track 15, How to Kill a Man. Feels like a hit to me. It's a great example of everything that's great. You know, he's got that double beat as well. You know, there's Kendrick-esque, but you know, you've got to be judged by the best, and Kendrick is the best. He's certainly more Kendrick than Childish Gambino, for example. Just oozes quality, and then it's just that pop hook. Yeah, dude. Wonderful. 9 out of 10. Another 9. Lots of 9s on this album. Track 16, Too Good TIGRAY. That's where he's from, TIGRAY, which is Ethiopia way. Excuse me. But yeah, it's up there. You know, very interesting backstory. Well worth a Google. He's got an idea for a track. Very old lounge jazz loop. Just for a second, and just do some talking over the top of it. That will do for a minute. 7 out of 10. And the 17th and final track, called Villain in Our Story, still EUA. You know, Darren Rose, I don't know. Bit of a non-event. Well, you know, it's not a non-event, it's quite a head bopper. You know, they're going out with a slight bang rather than a whimper. First sample I recognise as well, that piano loop. You know, mellow end to a wonderful journey. 7 out of 10, maybe even an 8, but, you know, we'll talk about the album in a second. So my overall review of Sideshow F.U.N. T.O.Y. is that it's a lot of fun. I don't know if it's a toy, it's certainly a little bit more grown up than that, but there's so much to love. There's so much ambition, so much drive, so much love in it. You know, I really do recommend this as a hip hop album. It's a stalwart 9 out of 10, and you just can do a lot worse than stick it on, give it a listen. Even works in the pub. I've had compliments in here as well. Simon the barman likes it, so it must be alright. 9 out of 10.